Are you thinking of moving to Connecticut and you're trying to figure out the difference between Litchfield and Hartford? So is everybody else. In this episode, I'm going to show you the difference. Hi, I'm Dave Jones with Dave Jones Realty, and welcome to another episode of CT Life, where we talk about everything CT. So if you're thinking of moving to CT, or you're just curious about life here in CT, click the subscribe button up above and you'll be notified every time we post new content. One of the biggest questions we get for people moving to Connecticut is the difference between the cities. So in this episode, we're going to talk about the difference between Litchfield and Hartford. We're going to find out the difference between both and which one is right for you. The first place we're going to start is the difference in lifestyle between the two. Let's talk first about Litchfield. Litchfield tends to be known for its wide open spaces and its nature. Hartford, on the other hand, is a city. While you'll be very, very close to the airport and the highways, you won't have the small town feel that you get in Litchfield. Socially, Litchfield has a more small town feel. A lot of award-winning restaurants, the bars that you're going to be sitting at with all your friends, where everybody knows you, almost like Cheers.
Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name.
Hartford is definitely more of a city. While it has great restaurants as well, you could go in and out without people really even recognizing you or noticing you. The big difference between the two is big city living versus small town feel. That's the easiest way to put it. Now let's get into the real estate and what you get for the money. Which of the two are you going to get more bang for your buck? Hartford is generally less expensive when it comes to real estate than Litchfield. The average 3-bedroom single-family 2,000 square foot house in Litchfield is going to cost you just under $400,000. That same property in Hartford is only $160,000. You're probably recognizing that's a huge difference than most states. In most states, if you're inside the main cities or the capital, it's going to cost you more. It's not like that in Connecticut. You actually pay more to get away from the hustle and bustle, have a bigger yard, have a little more distance between you and your neighbors, and have a little more privacy. Maybe you're not ready to commit to buy in a city here in Connecticut yet and you want to try renting. While a 3-bedroom rental in Litchfield, you could get approximately 2,000 square feet. It's going to cost you about $2,500 a month or so, while in Hartford, the same size place will cost you about $1,250. Now you have an idea a little bit about the real estate and the lifestyle between Hartford and Litchfield. Let's talk a little bit more about the location. I'm sure you noticed on a map, Connecticut is not that big of a state. You could literally drive from coast to coast in under 2 hours. One thing you are going to want to make sure of is you are located where you need to be for work. So let's talk about the location of Hartford and Litchfield. If you're working anywhere near the capital, you might want to be in Hartford since it is the capital. Bradley International Airport is literally only 15 minutes from Hartford. If you're over in Litchfield, it's going to take you over an hour to get to the airport. One thing a lot of people ask, especially if you're coming from New York City, where you have a lot of traffic and congestion, is what is the traffic situation between cities? Hartford is one of the biggest cities in Connecticut, and you're going to have a lot of traffic. It gets ugly during rush hours. Litchfield, the only time we're going to have issues with traffic is during the fall season. And that's with all the leaf peepers, the people coming in and out from New York, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, that want to see the foliage. It literally is one lane in, one lane out, and it gets bad, but only during fall foliage. And if you're not from New England, you might not even know what fall foliage is. We actually have seasons here in Connecticut. And every year, at the end of September, beginning of October, the trees turn crazy colors and people come from everywhere to see them. Well, I hope this video gave you some insight between the difference of living in Litchfield and living in Hartford. Every day, we help people move to and from Connecticut. If you still have questions about anything with life here in CT, don't hesitate to ask. We want to be your resource for anything CT. We have a guide available for every single town in Connecticut that could put you in contact with the best contractors, the best restaurants, and help you get comfortable in your new home. If you like the content you saw here, please don't forget to hit subscribe up above. You'll be notified of all our new content. You can see the other videos we have in the series as well, and it will bring you up to speed about life here in Connecticut. Thanks for watching. I'm Dave Jones with Dave Jones Realty. I'll see you soon.